Okay, folks, we're back again for the blue level, the advanced level. I'm happy that you are here to challenge yourself. If you have any questions or anything is unclear, you can always email me. And when you've completed the blue level work at the end, please email it to me so then I can see your work, I can congratulate you, and I can give you a little bit of feedback on it. Okay, cool. So first we need to review a little bit of factoring. With factoring, we need to see what these two terms have in common. We notice they both have a 10 in common, so we can factor out a 10. If we divide this by 10, that gives us 4k squared remaining, and divide this by 10 gives us 5. A good way to check your factoring, this is what we're looking for in factoring. This is it. But if you are uncertain about your factoring, you can distribute it back in, and you should get the question back. Okay. Now over here, these obviously both have a 2 in common. Factoring out a 2 leaves us with an n, and dividing this by 2, -1. Okay. There's our factoring right there. Now, how can we use this to use this to solve literal equations? Literal equations are what we looked at last week in blue level. Literal equations just have a lot of variables as opposed to only one. They can have 2 or 3 or 4 or even more. So this first problem here, we're going to practice solving by factoring by solving for a. We want to get a isolated. We notice that with this, there are actually 2 a's, which is a problem, right? So we need to find a way to make sure there's only one a. We do that by factoring. They both have an a in common, so I'm going to factor out an a, leaving us x minus 6. And the equals 9 doesn't change. All I've done is factor out an a. Now to check my work, see if it's correct, we could always put the a back and we'd realize we get the question back. Now, because we're solving by factoring, we need to remember this is multiplying between. If we're looking to solve for a, we need to divide both sides by x minus 6. X minus 6 is what we're trying to get rid of. It's a times x minus 6, so we're going to divide by x minus 6. Minus 6. And all of this cancels out, leaving only a. A is equal to 9 divided by x minus 6. And we have fully isolated our variable. We first factored, then divided, and it's been, bless me, it's been isolated. In the next one, we have a b in both terms, so we're going to try to get our b isolated by factoring first, b. Now, if we take a b from both of these, we need to remember that this still has a 1 here. The 1 remains, minus y equals p. Okay, now to get the b by itself, we divide both sides by 1 minus y, really long y there, 1 minus y, gives us b, because these cancel out, equals p, handwriting is getting sloppier, over 1 minus y. And our b has been isolated. That's it. Now, your homework is going to be a little bit more complex than this. Remember, it's supposed to be a challenge, but you can always email me with any questions. Once again, as always, I'm proud of you for doing the extra work and going the extra mile. You folks, enjoy the rest of your day.